I'm going to tell you something. It would be a lie if I told you. It would be a lie if I told you when it first was announced, and I looked at it and I said, wow, this is a lot of information. I can actually open up a bank account down the street with less information than what was being asked of me. And for about 10 minutes, I sat there and thought about it. And I actually took me 3 days before I actually started the process, because I had to really sit there and think about this. Is Electroneum going the wrong direction? Are they going to make this so overburdensome that it's going to crush them? And I didn't want to say anything. I actually didn't come online on purpose. I actually didn't broadcast, because I needed a couple of days to digest and to really think about what was happening here. That was my gut reaction originally. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. It took me about 15 minutes to get over my initial shock at the EU requirements. Not Electroneum. Electroneum doesn't put these regulations into effect. They have nothing to do with it. They're just a FinTech company that is bound by these regulations. And the first thing, I actually wrote on a Telegram channel, I'm glad, A, that I don't live in the EU. If this is the amount of documentation, it would, number 2, I put in there, this is more information. This is almost information requirements to go purchase a home than it is to open a bank account. And then I wrote in the next sentence, this is a game changer and is going to give Electroneum such a head start over every other coin. And my thoughts were, over the next couple of days as I digested everything, the fact is that they're right. Crypto is not, and everybody is saying it, they just won't admit that what has to happen. None of them will. There's only a certain percentage of people that are going to play with crypto the way it is. It's too complicated for the average Joe. People that don't play with computers, there's no way they're going to be able to track and do it and keep it all organized, and it's just too much aggravation. And crypto the way it is a poison mushroom to companies that want to touch it. There's no way they're gonna taste it. It violates every standard that they have to use to be in the mainstream. They are the mainstream. And to make it mainstream, you're gonna have to give a little. You're gonna have to have 1 foot in the mainstream system, 1 foot in crypto. And I actually then did the process, because initially I was like, geez, this is a lot. But then I actually did the process. For me, the YOTI went off without a hitch. I put in my information, put in my driver's license. Now I'm in the US. And, you know, it was real simple to just get me identified so that, you know, 30 days from now, you know, I can, you know, get into Electroneum and do things. So I said, all right, let's go to number 2. And I put in process number 2. I'm not thrilled about having to give them this documentation, but it's easy. I sent them what they needed. It took about 24 hours, and Electroneum verified that. So I said, all right, let's take a look at level 3. They wanted to make sure the EU, not Electroneum, the EU wants to make sure that you have a source of income, that you have the ability to purchase things, that you have a source of income showing where money's coming from. They want to make sure that no illegal sources are coming into the system. I understand why they're doing it. I'm not happy about what the EU asks, but I'm okay. Made a copy of my paycheck stub, sent it in, and Electroneum validated the EU rule. If you transfer more than X amount of dollars over a 3-month period, that you have to show that you have a source of income, that, you know, you're just not getting money out of thin air. And within 24 hours, I was approved for level 3. So the process for me was super easy. Now, I know that there are some people that are having issues. And Richard was real clear that they're going to make processes with YOTI to make it a lot easier for those specific countries. They're aware of these things, and since Electroneum's the first to do this, obviously we're going to run into things that nobody else has seen or done before. So they're getting those things fixed. Richard was really confident that those types of things are going to get fixed. Hey, we got a phone call. Let's put that to the side. But these things they're going to find ways to solve these things to make it easy for everyone. And I, for one, don't doubt that. So I got myself level 3, and I'm good. Now, I'm going through this process, and I said, you know, at first I was like, oh, geez. But after I did the process, I was like, yeah, there's really actually no big deal. I go to open up a bank account. I still have I still have to show who I am, give ID, sign away like 7 documents, do all sorts of stuff. They have to know who they're dealing with. And because Electroneum is putting one foot in that FinTech and one foot into crypto, they're following the FinTech rules, bridging it to the Electroneum cryptocurrency, and they have now become the only gateway to this date, the only gateway to this date that any reputable large-scale company will be comfortable to sign a contract with them. So let's make sure you understand what I'm saying. By having this half foot in regulation of FinTech companies, where all the money is, and having the foot into crypto and following those rules, Electroneum now is the gateway for mass adoption. And over those 3 days, I thought to myself, well, the process wasn't too bad. It was actually probably less than I thought it was at first. The repercussions of what they're doing is immense. I can't even begin to tell you what the ability now is. Electroneum owns the patent to this instant payment system. So a company is going to be comfortable aligning themselves. And when I say company, I'm talking big company is going to feel comfortable. It's going to pass all legal muster. It's going to pass all EU regulations. It's going to pass the technology. Guys, because the API is so simple, it's standard API calls that any web developer can interact with. That big companies will have no problem whatsoever to put their John Hancock on the dotted line. And no other cryptocurrency is going to be able to provide that sense of security that Electroneum has now in their pocket. And this literally took me a few days to really sink my teeth into how mega important Electroneum is going to be as one of the first to do this. And while everybody else is going to be pissing and moaning what Electroneum's doing, that's not crypto. Electroneum is going to clean their clock, because over the next 6 months you are going to see partnerships being set up with Electroneum. Even if I say over the next 12 months, you're going to see big partnerships being set up with Electroneum. I have no doubt on this. And the reason why I say this, if you watch Richard's video with Crypto Rich, I have never seen Richard so giddy and just full of excitement in any video that I have ever watched with that guy. He is completely beside himself. He almost spilled the beans on something that he wasn't supposed to. He knows there's some excitement going on. And when the right time comes, I'm sure Electroneum will announce it. But it was clear to me in that video, there is stuff that's going to literally knock the socks off of your feet. And Electroneum is going to be the horse that was well behind to blast forward over the months ahead. I have no doubt, and I am confident in suggesting to you to really take a look at Electroneum. And I'm speaking to folks that maybe have not purchased any or like to make fun of Electroneum. You need to do some research. You need to watch these videos. You need to understand, while everybody's making fun of it, Electroneum is cleaning the floor. It will, in my opinion, be a significant turning point in the story that's being written on cryptocurrency. I present that to you. Do your own research, look into it. Don't be fooled by other YouTubers who just yabble out of their mouth, "Oh, that's a goofy coin," and have no research or background into it. Do your own research. Look into what I'm telling you. I got to get to this. You guys have like lit up the chat room, and I'm sorry. So let me let me get back to you guys here. That's my dissertation on the whole thing. Let's see, Phoenix Rising. Let's see, he comes up with, he goes, yeah, I supported KYC and I'm verified. Very good for you. I'm glad you took the time to do it. You will be part of cryptocurrency future. Because we all know there's only so far it's going to go unless we make some kind of concession. Things may change in the future, but right now, you have to make a concession to play by the rules of the existing system. If you want to attach yourself to that funds, if you want to be part and be able to interact with that system, you have to play by its rules. Once cryptocurrency is the mainstream, then cryptocurrency can define the rules. But right now, cryptocurrency isn't the mainstream. It's a minute fraction of the wealth that is out there. So it has to play by the rules of the bigger guy. Good for you.